go. Game one. Round of 16 playing as Mersin take on Le Mans. Home team get the first possession. Back into the hands of Cobbs. Cruz waits for the screen from White, puts the 3-ball up, rolls over the top of the rim and away. Rebound pulled down eventually by DeLeo. Long shot at the top. DeLeo looking to find some rhythm, find some form early. Be Mersin ball. Really from the opening possession, both teams scrabbling for this, working hard. Remember, this is game one of a potential 3-game series. Game 2 in Le Mans on Thursday. And if we need a game 3, that'll be decided. But we'll be back here in Mersin. Cobbs now, little hesitation, pulls up on the elbow. Comes up short, another big rebound. David DeLeo really crashing the boards hard early. Double team. Drops in on Yagete. DeLeo with a big shot. Shooting over 33% from outside this season, the American. Drive inside by White. Strong move, misses the layup on that left hand though. Rare mistake from Jack White. Yagete. Find Krasov, nice little cutaway. Foul's going to be called. Back of Cruz just napping a little bit defensively. Mons here with a nice bright start to this. Krasov heading to the free throw line. Just 18 years of age. Comes up short with the second though. Le Mans lead will stay at 4. Mersin yet to draw blood. March now. Drop down low, deflected away. Mersin will hold on to it, but they step out of bounds. That will be a turnover by Ronald March. Hudgens draws the double team, whip to the weak side. Williams comes up short. Long rebound into the hands of White. He pours down the floor. Good spacing from Mersin. Shot not quite there though, as Mersin's offensive struggles continue. Hudgens for 3. Oh, what a start to the game for Le Mans. A 7-0 run. Coach Duran already being challenged. Cobbs. Out of bounds and another turnover. Mersin all at sea right now. Negete comes back out. Hudgens looking to extend this lead further. What a dream start for Le Mans. Krasov pulls up, free throw line jumper off left. Mark with the rebound. And Mersin get themselves up and running here. Krasov with the foul. Smart foul really by the French youngster. Cruz looking to try and get something going in. Broken play. Mersin going to be made to work for their first points of the game. Down low. And a score will settle some nerves, and you can almost feel the relief from the crowd as Cruz gets his first points of the game. Over 3 minutes gone, though, for Mersin. And remember, they are a team that looks to outscore you. That's their MO. Grassoff whips it around, gets it back. Has to throw it back to De Leo, fading away. That's a tough shot. Won't get it to roll this time. Oh, floats to the basket for another two. Mersin now trying to increase the pace. Back the other way. Blocking foul's going to be called on Chassong. Yeah, he's leaning in, trying to catch him. The right call. That's the other way, the high-flying Ronald March. Coach Duran not happy. Officials already having a conversation. He's going to send this one to review. We'll listen in to the officials as they head to the review. Using his challenge very early in the game. It's the replay they're looking at. See how the officials pick this one apart. It's the replay. What's your thoughts? How are you calling this one? Apologies for the frozen screen right now. Just waiting for the completion of this coach's challenge. Officials are going to come back out, give us their verdict on what's happened. No basket. Foul was before the blocking foul. Sorry, the shot was after the blocking foul was whistled. The basket is waved away. Sideline ball. Still a foul to Chassong. The shot was after the foul call. Izzard calling out to his team, still in discussion with the officials. Every possession is gold dust at this stage of the season. Coach is working hard. Williams now. Trying to find a way through. There isn't one. Backs it out. Shot clock at 5. Spin move. Has to get a shot away. That is a tough play. Trevante Williams just shows real strength in that one. Right now, into the hands of Cruz. Senny's into the game for the first time tonight. The Great Britain international. Cobbs. Straight down the middle of the lane for 2. Mersin starting to go through the gears offensively now, looking a lot more fluid as they cut Le Mans' lead to 3. Down low, nice pass along the baseline. Grasshoff though pulls at it and misses the relatively easy opportunity. March uses the screen from Olaseni. Drives in, draws contact. March heading to the line for 2. Now late arrival. Foul is called. Another change for Mersin as Anthony Cowan comes into the game. Is good for March. He'll check it out of the game as he brings Mersin back to within just 2 points. As expected, this one's pretty physical, close battle. Olaseni's going to be called for the foul on Thomas. Looks to back his way in. It's that right arm from Olaseni just leaning in and reaching in. The left arm's nice and straight. That right arm bar pushing away. Thomas at the line. Just a 56% free throw shooter. Comes up short this time. Moran still in conversation with his bench. Won't be happy with the start his team have had. Foul's going to be called this time on White. That is criminal from a defensive team not to grab your own rebound on a free throw. Yeah, White just getting boxed out, muscled out by Williams. First rattles in for Trevante Williams. Second is good. Leads all scorers with 4 now. Williams. As Le Mans' lead is back out to 4. Cobbs slows it down and tries to get his team's offense set. Cowan hands it to Olaseni. Olaseni gets caught between just a little teardrop right-hander and putting it off the glass, but Mersin will regain possession. Cowan Jr. to the wing, wide open. Panchi, no good. Olaseni, established low, puts it out to the wing. Panchi will go again. Mersin once again within 2 points. Le Mans will be relatively content with what they've delivered here in the first well, a little over 6 minutes of action. There have been elements of this season where Le Mans have struggled in games just to find a rhythm and deliver their style of basketball. That hasn't been the case so far here this evening. Bugs wides in. Senni with the rebound. Bobs waits for the screen. Gets himself open. Strong screen by Senni. Lovely little mid-range jumper from Cobbs. And we have a tied ball game. 11 apiece. 11-4 run in favour of Mersin. Final 3 minutes of this first quarter. Williams, three ball, flat. Senni with another rebound. Second of the night for Senni. Cobbs for three. Comes up short. Thomas pulls down the rebound for Le Mans. Inside. Doesn't get much easier than that for Williams. Mersin's defense continues to struggle. Not this time. With his own rebound, Senni. Oh, that's a soft touch by the big man. First point of the game for him. This game really has turned into a physical battle between these two. No easy points being given. Catch and shoot. DeLeo off the front of the rim and away. Just holding on to that lead. Offensive foul is going to be called. Cohen Jr. Official saying he pushed away. Great call by the official. It's that right arm just extending and pushing away. Double change by Mersin. Le Mans will make a change as well, as Dufay comes into the game for the first time for Le Mans. Another one of the young French players starting to really show out for Le Mans this season. Spilled out of bounds, turnover. Boggs couldn't hold on to it. Gets himself caught in Coffin corner there, pulling up the dribble in pretty much the worst place on the floor. That was going to be called. Zola Senni was trying to establish in the low block for Mersin. A blocking foul, I think, on Williams. Baseline ball now, as Chassong has come back into the game for Mersin. Catch and shoot. Three ball is good. That is a big part of Paco Cruz's game. The veteran Mexican really does deliver. Mersin with their first lead of the game now. Thomas hands it away. Dufay. Oh, nice pass. Beautiful look. Oh, the finish not there, though. Doumbia missing what is a near gimme layup. Coach Vizard not happy. There's the great pass. Oh, there's a moment to forget. Oh, Ugo Doumbia. Whilst Paco Cruz at the other end of the floor does what he does best, puts the ball in the bucket. Under a minute left in this first quarter. Mersin with a narrow 1-point lead. Senni now will draw the foul from Thomas. Mersin heading to the line. Makes it look easy with the first. He is a near automatic from the free throw line. 93% this season, the big man. And there's my commentator's curse. One of the worst cases I've had there. 93% shooter. One comes out. Three goes up, no good. Olaseni scrambles for it. Another rebound for him. Third of the game. A second, under a second difference between the first quarter clock and the shot clock. Mersin will look to take this final shot as Le Mans drop into a 2-3 zone. Cruz, nice little sidestep. In and out. Rebound pulled down, but the buzzer has gone for the end of the first quarter. An entertaining first 10 minutes of basketball. Le Mans getting off to a lightning start before Coach Durant got his team back on track. At the end of the quarter, get it away in time. With a strong first 10 minutes from the road team. End of the first quarter here in Turkey. It's Mersin 17, Le Mans 15. Here are the stats from that first quarter of action. Both teams struggling to get it done from outside. It is a physical battle on the floor. Mersin winning the rebounding battle, and that really has been their way back into the game. Here are some of the top plays from that first quarter of action, and it was a bright start for Le Mans. DeLeo there hitting a big three, showing confidence. Hudgens stepping in, doing exactly the same, almost the same spot on the floor. It was a 7-0 run to start the game for Le Mans before Paco Cruz got that first bucket of the game. And it seemed to just relax the Mersin team somewhat. And they won on a 17-8 run, give themselves this 2-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Paco Cruz, leading scorer for Mersin, to having none of it right now. Certainly looks like this could be a very interesting round of 16 play-in series. Second quarter underway. Mersin lead this one by 2. Thomas, tough play, couldn't get it to go. Great defensive stand by Chasson. On the pass is inadvertently deflected, handed away now. Buggs goes all the way for 2 and ties us up. Going to be called, blocking foul whistled on Dufel. The 22-year-old just a half step too slow. It's that slip screen from White that puts him on the back foot. Also those hands being used as we see a strong, determined move from Shannon Buggs the other way. Sean Jr. now to Cruz. Chasson. Foul's going to be whistled early on Shannon Buggs. Got in a matchup he certainly didn't want to have. Quite a few centimetres and quite a few kick nose difference in that one. Good chase out. White will get his own rebound though. Goes in strong. He's a resilient player, gets blocked on the three-point line, but resets immediately to regain Mersin the lead. Boggs now uses the Thomas screen. Ball scrambled away. It's knocked out of bounds by Cruz. 2.6 seconds left on the shot clock. Catch and shoot, Thomas. Oh, that's a beautiful play. That's some rhythm right there. Le Mans, one of the best three-point shooting teams in the competition, though, shooting 37% from downtown. Clearly they want to lean into that here today, and it's regained them the lead here. Cruz, nice pass inside. Chassong, that's a great job. Too many big men receive that pass, bring it down before going up. He keeps it nice and high, and that's why he draws the foul. Look, hands stay high, ball doesn't come up. Waits for Dufay to come across, and nothing but a foul going to be called in that situation. At the line for free throw. First is no good. He has struggled from the line, just 25%. The French international. Second is good though, and we are back to a tied ball game. Doumbia down into the low block. Thomas now picks it out. Doumbia, good quick ball movement, lovely spacing from Le Mans. Dufay with the right hand, sorry, left hand, no good. Oh, but the monster right is, get up, young man. That silenced the crowd. That's a power move. A bit of frustration taken out on the iron with that play. Casson's going to be called for the offensive foul, an illegal screen. That'll be his second personal foul of the game. Just moving, getting caught up with Shannon Boggs. There's the thunderous right hand of Luca Dufay, as Olaseni will come into the game. Chassong steps out with that second personal foul. Nigete hands it away. Boggs now. Step back, beautiful footwork. Good chase out though by Cobbs. Justin Cobbs read that play beautifully. Cruz now to Olaseni. March. Just to bully his way down low. We'll get the bucket to go. On a march up to 5 points personal now. Step back. In and out on Mersin. Foul will be called on Mersin. First foul of the game on him, as we're going to see Hudgens come back into the action. Cobbs now. Strong move inside. It's that space that Jack White loves. Just needs to be shown a seam to attack the basket. That is his game. Good hustle. Can't keep it in though. Only deflected out of bounds. Player back into the game for Le Mans. There's the chase by White. Almost manages to recover possession, but not this time. Gete hands it away into the hands of Mersin. Leo, big three. That's exactly what a coach wants to see. He's come off the bench after quite a while sitting down. Doesn't take time to get up to the tempo. Is in the game immediately and ready to deliver. Le Mans back out to a 1-point lead. 4th triple of the game for the French team. Stolen away. Cobbs trying to thread the eye of the needle. Not this time. Hudgens. Back-to-back threes for Le Mans, and that is going to push Coach Duran into a timeout. Le Mans now with a 4-point lead, just over 5.5 minutes left. Mersin's defense struggling to guard the perimeter right now. Look how wide open Hudgens is. Timeout by Mersin. Let's head into that huddle, hear what coach has to say. Wow, what a game we've had here. Le Mans started so brightly. Mersin pegged them back, but right now, Le Mans are showing another little bit of quality as they push on, particularly from the perimeter. How do Mersin react? Coach Duran is clearly not happy with what they're delivering so far. Cowan Jr. away to Cobbs. Olaseni working hard to establish down low and getting frustrated that he's not seeing the ball. Cowan Jr. fades away for three. Long ball. Eventually into the Le Mans hands and all the way to the basket. That is a strong move. A whistle called just to clean some sweat up off the floor. It's a lovely play by Trevor Hudgens. And Le Mans back out to a 6-point lead. Almost halfway through this second quarter now. Slowing it down. Only one of the most explosive players as Cobbs pulls in for the long two. Man, it wasn't a huge amount of team offense to create that though. Mersin relying on individual talent to deliver them points at the moment. Gete kicks it to the corner. Hudgens for three. Another triple. And Le Mans have re-established their game-high 7-point lead. Hudgens 3 from 3 from outside. And a game-high 11 points now. Remember, he had 30 against Benfica on game day 4. March. Offensive foul is going to be called as he barrels his way to the basket. Knocking over Yagete. Have a look. Is there a stand? Yeah, there is. That is the problem with those types of explosive players. They spend so long in the air that it is easy to get established. First foul of the game for Ronald Marsh Jr. Grassoff now being harassed as he looks to bring the ball up the floor. Leo just gets it over the half in time. all by Cobbs, so it'll be a fresh 14 for Le Mans. Love the reaction from Justin Cobbs, just giving a little fist bump to the official to say good call. Grass off now. At the top, tries to get round the hedge, hands it back. DeLeo way downtown, not this time. Cobbs with the rebound. Now it's going to be whistled. Coach Vizard is looking for an unsportsmanlike foul. Called on Olaseni. It's just whether that is unsportsmanlike. Oh, there is a pull on the arm by Olaseni. The officials are going to go and review this one. I think this could be upgraded, you know.
Initial decision is not about this situation between the normal screen and the main camera. He gets the ball, he loses the ball. Okay, thank you. Can we have the angle from the baseline camera? After the review, the foul will be updated to unsportsmanlike foul. We will resume the game with 2 free throws for Black 15 and possession with 14 seconds. Thank you.
It has indeed been upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul as the worries and the issues for Mersin grow ever further. Yagete will head to the line for 2 free throws. It's 22% this season, though, prior to today's game from the free throw line. Certainly has struggled. This first of the night. And the second, so slow, so low, the trajectory. Very difficult to score. Ball handed away, grass off now. And we'll dribble it straight out of bounds. Just put it off his own foot. And right now, that is a worry for Le Mans as they were trying to extend that lead. Cohen Jr. pulls the trigger on the 3. Oh, that's a big shot. That's a big moment for Mersin. They really were. Struggling. Oh, but DeLeo steps in and hits a 3 at the other end. Gotta love the mindset and attitude of players like David DeLeo. Cohen Jr. block put foul. He'll head to the line for 2 shots. Have a look at the replay. Manages to find a first step. Now called. %80 free throw shooter. Rebound pulled in by Le Mans as they continue to control this game. 2.5 minutes of the first half remaining. DeLeo looking sprightly today. Hands it back to Hudgens. Hudgens goes a long way round the hedge. Oh, Logo 3! Oh, you are kidding me right now. Trevor Hudgens putting on a show. 14 points, 4 from 4 from outside, including that rainmaker from way downtown. Cobbs skips it to the weak side. Good spacing, good ball movement by Mersin. Their zone defense working well at the moment. Oh, Jack White cuts him in half with some thunder. Some big plays in this game. Grasshoff. Back with DeLeo, stolen away but out of bounds. Cobbs down. Hands it away. Cowan Jr., one of the sparks that certainly has helped Mersin in this lower scoring game. Oh, poor pass to Cobbs. Pass inside is scrabbled around. Yagete will come away with it for Le Mans as we work our way into the final minute of this first half. Hudgens enjoying himself today. How did Yagete hold on to that? My goodness me, it was thrown over his shoulder. Wide receiver almost kind of pass and catch for Yagete. That one eventually tied up by Chekiki. Sideline ball for Mersin as the possession arrow pointed in their favour. Cobbs down. Right to the screen. Passed away though. Cobbs attacks, elbow, soft right hand. Won't get the and one. Have to earn his points from the charity stripe. Back-to-back free throws for Cobbs. Back to a 5-point ball game. I'm certainly hanging in the balance. Foul's going to be called. Mersin with a foul to give though. Sideline ball for Le Mans. Crossover, Hudgens, tough play, won't get the roll this time. White with the rebound. Less than a second between game clock and shot clock. Mersin will look to take the final shot of this first half. Pretty sure Le Mans are going to head to the locker room with a lead though, no matter what. Cowan Jr. pulls the trigger in the slot for three. That one's flat, rebound pulled down. And that will be the final play of this first half. Well, an intriguing first 20 minutes of basketball, that is for sure. At the half, it's Mersin 34, Le Mans 39. This game is playing out to be one of real interest. Second half action coming up very shortly. Well, here are the stats from that first half. Le Mans in that second quarter came to life from downtown, in particular Trevor Hudgens. What a first half for him. Really did shoot the lights out. Has helped Le Mans come away with a 5-point lead at the half. Here are your leading scorers. Hudgens leads all scorers with 14. Justin Cobbs leads Mersin with 8. A huge of fans in the arena this evening.
Everybody clap your hands.
Line ball for Le Mans to start this second half. A big 20 minutes of basketball in both of these teams' seasons lies ahead of us. Second half action underway here. Game 1 of the 3-game series in the round of 16. Playing between Mersin and Le Mans here in the Basketball Champions League, powered by Amoresco Sunil. Dogs hands it away. You get a fortunate, really, that pass deflected out of bounds by White. Le Mans will hold on to possession. Drive inside, extends those long arms. Dufayl gets his second bucket of the game. Le Mans lead back out to 7. Hobbs now, Mersin's leading scorer, ball in hand. To Cruz, looked good in that first quarter. Olaseni tries to find it inside to White. It's deflected out of bounds. Olaseni gets out of jail with that one. Ugete just deflecting it. Baseline ball for Mersin. 1.7 seconds left on the shot clock. Lobbed to White. Shot away. Off track though. Foul will be called. Whistled on Japanchi. Takes one for the team to stop the transition offense. Feel as though Mersin have come out that much different here in the second half. Aren't bringing extra energy or hustle or levels of intensity. Dufayl hands it away. Williams for 3, back of the iron and away. Dufayl with an offensive board. Le Mans just looking businesslike this evening. White whistled for the foul. His second foul of the game. Frustration painted all over the face of Jack White. Baseline drive. Left it out of bounds. Panchi shaking his head. Into the corner, Dufayl, not this time. You get another offensive rebound. Le Mans dominating the opening stages of this second half. High arcing in the slot, gets it to go. Another big play. As Mersin continue to struggle, Hudgens is just having one of those games. My goodness me. Tucked it away. That will remain Mersin ball. 5 from 5 from outside Hudgens this evening. And Le Mans now have a game-high 10-point lead, the first double-digit lead for either team in this game, as Mersin really are struggling to find any kind of rhythm. Cobbs just does it himself. That is the issue Mersin have had. Their only success offensively has been very individual-based. Bale throws it to the weak side. Oh, lovely crossover. Bale inside, strong right hand. Luca Dufayel back out to a double-digit lead. At the top, Cruz, high rebound. Olaseni towers up and has it stolen away. Hudgens to Dufayel. Dufayel, not this time. Yagete kicks it out. Hudgens for three. His first miss of the night from outside. Foul will be whistled on Trevonte Williams. Thrown away. One's tap though. So will remain Mersin ball. Cobbs again trying to take the team on his shoulders. Rebound pulled down and handed away for an easy finger roll in transition. Williams with another two. Mersin really left guessing in this one. Williams up to 8 points personal. Le Mans now out to a 12-point lead. Under 6.5 left in the third quarter, and Coach Duran is going to call a timeout as his team are showing they just don't have the solution right now, as Williams breaks away for the easy two in transition. The language of the Mersin players tells you an awful lot right now. Are they on the verge of losing game one of this series? Will Mersin react? They need to make some changes. They cannot carry on in the same vein, because right now Le Mans are not even playing in top gear. And they're walking away with this one. Cruz slows it down. Trying to find a way through, it's not there. Cobbs now will pick it up. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Fade away. Back of the iron and away. And Le Mans will just keep the pace nice and low. They know a low-scoring game feeds into their chances of winning. Pass inside, Dufayel, what a pass though. Shannon Boggs just rips it through for the two. Beautiful play. Tied in. Ends the score. Now it's going to be called. That one whistled.
You're right.
Kaji. The right instinct, just overly aggressive pouncing on that. Le Mans lead stays at 12. Mersin absolutely in this game, but their body language and intensity right now just isn't suggesting they're going to fight their way back in. Spin move, baseline, nice footwork. Handed away. Dumped inside, Yagete. Tough play, knocked to the floor, gets a score as he's on his way down. Extends their lead to 14. Junior hands it back. Picks his way through. Has it ripped away though, but it will remain Mersin ball, but they'll only have 3.6 seconds to deliver something. Nice quick move through. Will draw the foul. Nope, shot clock violation called. Didn't get it away in time. Hudgens now hands it away. Bugs being harassed by Cowan Jr. Goes all the way through. Shot clock down to 4. This is better defense by Mersin. Energy, hustle, breakaway too. Oh, swatted. What a huge chase down block. Fouls whistled on Chasson. Just when Mersin's defense steps up, delivers something, some energy to get them back in. It is the other end of the floor. There's the foul on Chasson. That's his third. There's the chase down. Oh my goodness. Wilfred Yagete gets up, slaps it off the glass. Foul's going to be called on Cowan Jr. Second foul on Cowan Jr. Heading to the line for 2 shots is Shannon Bugs. First trip of the night for him. 71% this season from the free throw line, Bugs. Comes up short with the first. And it's these little moments where great teams just kind of go for the kill. They smell, they sense the blood in the water, and they push on. That is what Le Mans need to do right now. Whilst Mersin are floundering, while they're struggling and they're down, don't give them a chance back in. Game high 15-point lead for Le Mans. Cobbs now. To the glass, not this time. Tapped away. Mersin now looking to pour down the floor, get themselves some easy points. It will remain Mersin ball as DeLeo knocks it out of bounds. Dobbs in the slot for 3. Mersin needed that one. Le Mans will grab the rebound. This looked easy. Le Mans just delivering. Mersin really left with so many problems they're trying to find solutions for. Cowan Jr. throws it away, picked up. Ruggs will go out, lob to DeLeo, off the glass for 2. This is just looking too easy. Chassong, infuriated. Throws it off the backboard. Mersin just being taken to school on their home floor, in front of their home fans. Look at the frustration from the veteran Frenchman. Bugs with the lob, DeLeo with the finish. Timeout called by Coach Durant. Apologies for the lack of audio in the Mersin timeouts. Maybe better that we can't hear what's being said in those timeouts, to be fair, because I imagine right now Coach Durant is not happy with what his team are delivering. As a coach, you often forgive if there's teams beating you because of technically or tactically, but right now this comes down to just intensity, effort, energy. That is how Le Mans are taking this game and currently lead by 19 points. Baseline ball. Can Mersin find a way back in? White. Cowan Jr. jumps inside. White now. Oh, nice pass. Chassong will draw the foul. Lovely interior passing from Jack White. Whistle for that foul. Chassong heading to the line. 1 from 2 on his first trip this evening. It's a second to go. 2 from 2 for the big man. Those kind of plays that are vital at this stage. Just about 12 minutes of game time left. Mersin are going to have to be near perfect to keep that home court advantage alive. Oh, punch down low, the pass, but not there. DeLeo! Oh, flexes the guns on his way back. Another big shot. 14 points for DeLeo now, 4th triple of the game. That's going to be called. That one whistled, I think, on Thomas. In fact, it's a reach-in from Doumbia. Cowan Jr. will head to the line for 2. The game returns Bastian Grasshoff. First is good for Cowan Jr. 5 points personal for him this evening so far. He's averaging almost 13 a game, so certainly one of the players that has struggled to get points on the board that normally would drive Mersin to over 80 points a game. They're certainly not going to get there today. Remember, Mersin haven't won a game where they've scored less than 80. DeLeo for Splash City for DeLeo. 17 points now. Joint high scorer with Hudgens. Catch and shoot on the wing. That's a smooth stroke, a calm, composed piece of basketball from Ronald Marsh Jr. DeLeo fakes a three, drives inside, scoops it up. Too much on that one. Scramble for the rebound. He'll get the rebound. Doumbia. Not this time. Basket interference by DeLeo, though. He catches the ring. Just get waved away. There's the shot. And he touches the ring. Just over 30 seconds left in this third quarter. Chassong. Not this time. Foul will be called on Chassong. That'll be his fourth of the game. That will force Coach Duran into a change. Likely to see Olaseni come back in. Chassong heads out with 4 fouls. Line for 2 is Thomas. Mersin crowd doing everything they can. Right now, Lamont are really putting in an impressive performance here on the road. Without doubt, their best 40 minutes, well, 30 minutes of basketball so far of the season here in the Basketball Champions League. About a second difference between the shot clock and the quarter clock. Mersin looking to take the final shot. Cowan Jr. now. Dives inside, rejected. Another big play. And this is why, for me, Lamont are in control of this game. That intensity, that camaraderie, that cohesion. Just taking them to another level. 3.2 on the shot clock. Cowan tips it. Jack White tries to push it in. Will draw the foul, though. Smart play by the Australian. Draws the foul. A chance to bring the 21-point lead down as Doumbia picks up his 4th foul of the game. First is no good for White. Frustration clear to see on his face. Second is good. A heave from the half. Oh, and it's good! And that sums up Le Mans here this evening. That completely sums up how this game is going. The French team cannot put a foot wrong. Oh, look at this play. They believe they can achieve anything, and right now they can. Almost 3/4 court, and Doumbia hits the 3 to close out the quarter, and adds a little bit more pain for Mersin to endure here on their home floor. Wow. What a game. What a performance. 10 minutes to play. It's Mersin 46, Le Mans 68. Absolutely up their outside shooting. Struggled in the first quarter, and they have reigned from downtown since. That has helped them get to this 22-point game-high lead that they have right now. Here are some of the highlight plays from the third quarter. Quarter once again going the way of Le Mans. In fact, their highest scoring quarter, 29 points they poured in that quarter. Mersin only able to post 12. This really has blown the game wide open. What a performance from Le Mans. Remember, this is game one of a three-game series. These two teams fighting it out for a spot in the round of 16. Game two is in 2 days' time. Mersin heading to France to face Le Mans on their home floor on Thursday. And Le Mans, up until this evening, hadn't won a game on the road, and they were 2 from 3 on their home floor, so Thursday doesn't make the game any easier for Mersin. 10 minutes to play. Le Mans close to an upset here. They lead by 22. Cowan Jr. into White. White looking to go strong. Soft touch not there. Foul's going to be whistled as March blasts through. Is that Doumbia's 5th foul? I think it is. Just caught on the back foot, then reaches in. And that will see Doumbia head out of the game. Foul number 5 for him. He'll head with 3 points to his name. That buzzer-beating 3 just before the end of the third quarter, as well as 4 rebounds and 3 assists. Back into the action comes Trevonte Williams. That is good. As Mersin continue to believe they can fight their way back into this game. They'll need to be near perfect both ends of the floor. Moments like that really do shut the door on a chance of them picking up the win here this evening. Leo back to Grasshoff. Oh, what a pass. Skip through. DeLeo wide open. Not this time, though. Has had a hot hand this evening. That one's called it off. March to White. Corner pocket 3. White is good. White up to 10 points personal. First triple of the game for him. DeLeo trying to shake things up, and will roll in the jumper. Now leads all scorers with 19. David DeLeo. On the wing. Not this time. Piding comes up short. Foul whistled on Chekagi. Le Mans with a 20-point lead. Now DeLeo for another 3. 22 points for DeLeo. A season high by a long way. He's only averaging a little under 10 a game. What a time to step up in such a big way. White now drives inside. Deflected out of bounds by Thomas. Baseline ball for Mersin. Into the game comes Dufayel for Le Mans. Hobbs to inbound. Cowan Jr. hits a three. That's a big shot. Still a 20-point lead, though, for Le Mans. Hudkins shaping up against White. Step back three ball. No. Where's the rebound? The foul has been whistled. Players on the floor. March whistled for the foul. Let's have a look. Oh, in fact, is it Cobbs? Yeah, I think it is, as he shoves Tom Williams across into March. First foul of the quarter for Mersin. Hudgens trying to find some space. None given. DeLeo. No, off the back of the iron and away. March now. Pulls the trigger on a three. That's an air ball. Feeling some confidence, but couldn't quite get his range. This really does put the cat among the pigeons if this result carries on through. What a game that's going to be on Thursday in France. Foul whistled on March. He fouls DeLeo. Just a half step too late to get into the passing lane. Williams now. Foul's going to be called. That one an offensive foul. An illegal screen by Dufale. Ducks through. Oh, just a huge putback by Watt. The ball rolls over the top of the rim and away. There is still time for Mersin. Not sure they believe it. That one's flat and short. Rebound for Williams. Gets it back, goes strong, and will get the roll. That is a tough play. Trevonte Williams goes in amongst the trees, and that upper body strength enables him to hit some big shots against players far taller than him. Cowan Jr. into the corner. White for three. Offensive foul is called, though, on Cowan Jr. as he falls into Trevonte Williams. White did hit the three, but it won't count. See changes now for Le Mans. With 6 minutes and 1 second left on the game clock, and a very subdued environment in the arena. I feel that the home fans came here for a bit of a party and to cheer their team on to a big game day one win in this three-game series. Instead, they have seen Le Mans pull their team apart. Oh, beautiful play. Wonderful team offense by Le Mans. Lob pass. Oh, my goodness. Not sure what the target was on that one. Misjudged by Cowan Jr., though. And there's another three. This time it's Shannon Buggs getting in on the action as Le Mans continue to dismantle Mersin here on their home floor. Mersin, so many questions, very few answers right now. Timeout's been called. Mersin trail by 27 points. 5.5 minutes left on the game clock. Is it a step too far now for the Turkish team to find a way back in? Le Mans have been impressive pretty much for the entire game. Near enough a complete 35-minute performance so far from them. Their best performance of the season without a shadow of a doubt. And will they find their way through to the round of 16? They'll need to pick up one more win. They'll target, obviously, game 2 on their home court on Thursday. A little over 5 minutes to play. Mersin can still throw a little bit at this to see if there is an outside upset win possible. Foul will be called on Jan. Sorry, on Yagete. Sideline ball for Mersin. Cobbs now to March. Loses his footing, will get tied up. Manages to hold on to possession though. Lob pass again off target. Just been one of those days for Mersin when very little of what they have tried to execute has worked without a glitch. It's certainly been problematic. They look like a team in the early stages of the season. Le Mans looked like a team who've played together for about 10 years. The connection is very impressive. He will foul out of the game. He's only been on the floor, well, under 10.5 minutes. He's out. Into the action comes Alyanak, the 18-year-old. Hudgens at the line for 2. Those 2 from 2. Skip through. Tipped away. Cobbs now. Kicks it out, wide open. 3 is short. Offensive rebound, though, for Mersin, and they'll look to build again. Chassong in the corner for 3. Ranks it in. Fail. Hands it to Thomas. Sorry, to Bugs. Bugs step back, tough shot. Good defensive stand this time. Cobbs now passes it ahead. Mersin continue to struggle. Just hasn't been their night at all. Le Mans have had one of the best nights, well, the best night they've had in the Basketball Champions League this season. What a time to save it up for. This will be their first 2-game win streak in the competition this year. Yagete called for the travelling violation as he skips his way through the paint. Baseline ball for Mersin. Simonovic comes in for the first time for Le Mans. 20-year-old getting some minutes here on the big stage. Cobbs trying to shake him inside. Chassong, nice cut along the baseline. Good ball movement by Mersin, and it pays off. And this is what they've lacked this evening. They haven't leaned into one another. They haven't played team basketball. It has all been about the individual. And that is why they have struggled offensively. They're averaging over 80 points a game. And if they get to 70, they'll have done well this evening. March blocked. Good defensive stand. Rebound pulled down by Simonovic. Sorry, by Pender. Pender with the rebound and hands it ahead. Doumbia now out to 12 points personal. Foul's going to be called as Cobbs goes to the line. At the line. Technical foul, no good. Will now go to the line for 2 free throws. Apologies for calling it Simonovic when it was Pender. Second is good for Cobbs. Simonovic usually wears the number 4 jersey. That's why his name's been taped off on the back. 3 goes up, no good. Handed ahead, but spilled. Picked up, Doumbia goes through with a one-hander. Double dribble's going to be called, though, on Ugo Doumbia. He's got himself a little excited on the way through. Pass inside, and an easy call for the officials. One sends Alionak to the line. Off right with the first. Crowd getting behind the 18-year-old, cheering him on. get the second either, though. Under 2 minutes to play now here in Mersin. Grass off. Oh, and another big three. Le Mans really have been so impressive here this evening. The level of silence in the arena tells you just how good the road team have been. I think the Mersin fans right now are talking about what they're going to do later this evening. I'm not sure they're even focused on the game because it has been one-way traffic, unexpected one-way traffic, as the home team have really struggled to assert themselves or put their stamp on the game. All really started with the opening tip. Le Mans opening out an early 7-point lead, and from that moment onwards for Mersin, it was always an uphill struggle. Pender, right hand is good. Nice smooth move by the 17-year-old. Panchi, no good. Rebound pulled down by Dufeo. Final minute as Le Mans are going to come away with a huge win on the road and puts themselves really in the driver's seat for that spot in the round of 16. And Mersin, they have an awful lot to deal with in the next 2 days before they get to game 2 on the road in France. Alionak gets the score. Crowd appreciate that one for the young man. About a 4-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pender goes in, draws the foul off Alionak. First no good for Pender. Back at the line for the second. Second does go. Final 10 seconds. And Mersin are going to be dealt a hammer blow here in game 1 of the 3-game series, as Le Mans have put on a hell of a show. That one's waved away as the final buzzer goes. And Le Mans are running out of the arena, running out of the